Hey, Metro, sorry, I got booted out and I couldn't get back on my own chat. Ugh, it happened. Hey, Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn, I got booted out of my own chat and I couldn't get back in. So, bitch got booted.
Lindy was having a little bit of problems with hers too tonight.
Hey, awesome.
Hey.
Yeah, Metro, I called you earlier today. Yeah, Irene, somehow I got booted and I couldn't get back in. So, you know how that goes. Fun. But I just didn't want to leave tonight without telling everyone good night, you know? So maybe some people will come back, maybe some won't. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if they're updating it or something, but Hangouts has been weird for me too.
Well, you know, when the host gets booted or removed and he can't get back on, that's crazy, you
Oh,
know?
it is. Absolutely is.
And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Like,
I hate it when mine
just suck it
freezes
up and
up.
move on.
Right. Mine will freeze up and I can't do anything, and I gotta restart my computer and all kind of shit.
Hey, Carl, I probably won't be on that long, brother, but okay. Thank you, Irene. That means a lot. You know what? I try to keep it real, you know? And maybe often I miss the mark, but I think for the most part, I think I'm on the mark, at least from my perspective. Hey, Stitches. Sorry, I got kicked off and I had to restart.
Well, you keep it
I don't
real.
want to end it. I don't want to end it abruptly where I don't tell everyone good night. You know. So hopefully people will catch on that I'm live again. So we'll see.
Well, I think the thing with it is you keep it real, Cooper, and that's hard sometimes. It comes with a price, you know?
Oh, it comes with a very, very fucking heavy price.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it comes with the heaviest of price.
It
Honestly,
does.
you know.
Yep, it does.
Because when you keep it real, you can't kind of you can't quite keep anybody happy. It's kind of you're fucking up someone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Josh, well, hurry back because I'm not going to be on here very long. I got booted and I wanted to tell everyone good night. All right, Angel, I understand, buddy. Totally.
Oh, yeah, Matronista, I have to... I'm going to DM you on Twitter the information about it. It's true, Savannah, he does. I will give him that all day, every day. Exactly, Stitches.
Hey, Janie. Hey, Janet. Sorry. What is Rosie ranting about? Hopefully not about me, because we're friends. We're all allowed to express our opinion about a particular situation. I'll be back because you're really speaking my out, Rochelle. Thank you, Stitches. I've seen that about you, or I'm seeing that about you slowly, but I'll learn.
No, I don't know what Rosie's saying.
Yeah. Well, I have people message me this and that. I don't give a goddamn. Listen, the one thing I can tell you for damn sure, for positive, what I say is from the bottom of my heart. I keep it 100%. Hey, Bookie, there's not a goddamn penny, a whore, a hooker, there's not a dollar, there's nothing that's going to alter the way I feel and say. And that is why I have intentionally not monetized, because when I speak to the people, I want to be able to say I'm coming to you without any financial gain.
Right.
And my understanding is on the Voight, that's what's supposed to count. Hey, chick, I got booted or I got kicked. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't get back on. So put the word out, I'm live, because I want to tell the people good night. I mean, I think we had 150 people.
You're gonna put it out on Twitter.
Robbie, give me some goddamn credit, Robbie. I'm in a bad situation. And I think actually, Rob, out of most people, you would be the person I would be respecting the way I've handled myself in this particular situation. Rose, Robbie, I love you, but bust balls where it's necessary, but also give me some props. Robbie, when's the last time you said, Coop, you know what? I love the way you conduct yourself. Coop, you know what? You really stood the fuck up. Seriously, Robbie, I love you and your criticism, but also give me some goddamn love when I deserve it. And that is fair, Rob. That is fair. That is a fair thing to ask and a fair thing to say. Thank you, Rob. That means a lot to me. No, Rob, every now and then a nice word means a lot to me from you. Not always goddamn saying why this and that, saying, hey, Coop, you did good tonight. You did good on this chat. That means a lot to me, Robbie. Honestly. So step up your goddamn game and stop being so nice. Hey, Joshy.
You did good. Good boy.
Well, that's the thing. No matter what the fuck she says tonight, she ain't talking about me, because I ain't never told no one how to run a goddamn chat, nothing. If I'm asked a specific question about a specific situation, my question will always be to Rosie. How do you remove Greg's wrench and then 8 minutes later give Bergs a platform? That's always going to be my motherfucking question. Take Greg's wrench, but then don't give Bergs, a person who 9 months later, hey, Robert, of course, Robert, I mean, I know you're a cunt, but you have your right to be a cunt. So say what you want to say. Remove Greg's wrench. But Greg has never attacked her or Missy Jen, ever, on the terms that define us as human beings. Ever. So again, remove Greg's wrench, because maybe I would do the same thing in that particular situation by him calling her out in that. But it is not then fair to remove Greg's wrench. One comment, by the way. One comment in 4 years, people. One comment in 4 years. One comment, 4 years. That alone is fucked up. Remove that. But to take Greg's wrench, which again, I'm saying, I get it. But then to get Bergs and Elvis 8 and then 10 minutes later, a platform on your channel.
It's perplexing, to say the least.
No, it's fucked up, and it's fucking hypocritical as fuck. Hypocritical as fuck.
Well, that's
based on the
Greg.
terms, based on the terms of engagement and the Declaration of Independence that she wrote, that I live by. Cooper Chats started because she needed a break, and I started and emulated Cooper Chats after what she told me is the Wild West. We just do whatever. Nothing. Just who cares if Brandon told you that he hoped you were murdered? Who cares if people call you fat? Who cares if they call me a tranny? Okay. Well, okay. Okay. I'm not really cool with that. Okay. Okay. I abided by the terms and the conditions which were laid out for me. And no one can goddamn dispute that. They can say, is he a PhD? Did that motherfucker get arrested for prostitution? They can say all kind of shit, but no one can argue the fact that I have abided by the terms laid out for me on the Boyd. And now the rules are flipped upside down for Greg. So I'm just very confused.
No, I'm absolutely in the same boat. That's why I asked Greg. I said, was there some type of conversation before time? No, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's
Rubber
common
means
courtesy.
don't worry about it.
I mean, isn't that common courtesy at the very least to someone you would give to a stranger, let alone a person who you've called a friend for 5 years?
And Josh, I'll say this. I'm getting text. You know how people try to stir shit?
Yeah.
The reason I'm not goddamn monetized is this very fucking reason what people are texting me. No one can say I give a fuck about views, subscription count, anything, because I am not fucking monetized. I do not care. There is absolutely zero motivation for me to be on here unless I want to hang out with Sharon, Jan, Janie, Rub, Irene, you. None. The only reason I'm here, and I've made sure of this, the only reason I'm here is simply because I want to be here. How more does a person prove themselves on the Boys? How more does a person prove themselves on YouTube? To say, I'm not taking a penny. I've not asked for a penny. I'm coming on here on schedule.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper, you've basically become what Rosie used to be. Super Chat, 2 years ago, that didn't exist. PayPal donations and GoFundMes, Rosie never had any of those. She came on every Saturday night because she wanted to see us, and we wanted to see her.
I will abide, Joshy. I will abide by the terms, whatever any of y'all want to set for me.
I don't think it goes
but based on the terms, when I came into Boyd, watched Francis live in a goddamn break and Debbie Lynn and wound up on Rosie's chat. I have played by the fucking rules. I have not cheated the rules. I will not cheat the rules because if you don't live by a structure of laws and rules, there's no society with or a community that I'm claimed to be proud of called the Boyd. And yet, the person that was a pivotal person to write the roles of Boyd is switching it up. That does not mean I think this person's a bad person or that this person likes moral turpitude. But what it does say is in this particular situation, bitch, you switch up the goddamn you switch up the goddamn game. And I'm allowed to, and I have a platform to say, you switch up the goddamn game, bitch. Not me. And when the people look, no matter view count, people know. I have given zero reason other than the fact that I want to hang out with y'all on Saturday to be on YouTube. Not one other reason. Not one super chat. Not one penny. Not one penny from AdSense.
Well, that's what made it genuine back in the day with Rosie and other people. You didn't make money inherently by getting views. I mean, she chose to be on this platform to share her life and share her story. And that's fine if you want to change the narrative and flip the coin and say, you know what, this is entertainment. This is business. But for her not to extend let alone the courtesy to say, you know what, guys, this is the way I'm going now, and just kind of publicly disgrace Greg like that makes no sense to me.
I agree, Josh. I mean, it could have been as simple as, you know what, obviously, I pulled your wrench tonight because, I was feeling a certain kind of way. I was
right. It's been a week. It's been 10 days now, right, Hooker?
It is, and I don't know.
Yeah, so even if you feel in a kind of way in the night, the next day you say, hey, this is why I felt the way I felt, but based on totality. Rosie talks about the totality of a character, the totality of a person. You cannot change their basic nature. Based on Greg's basic nature, he has been nothing but good and loyal to her and the chat. So based on the basic nature that she preaches about, it's been 10, 11 days. Where the fuck is Greg's goddamn wrench? Come back and say, because I'm not going to her chats because fucking Juice and other people have a fucking problem with me. I'm not going in there. Period.
I just think she should have, in my humble opinion, she could have given it back and said how to talk with him privately or whatever. But to go on about it, I mean, I think it's in poor taste, especially when it's a friendship that you just did an entire interview about how y'all met, how you've had this wonderful friendship for all these years. You should be able to pull the person to the side and say, I don't like what you said, and this is why, and move past it. I mean, we all have those moments, At least I
It was
have.
it's just a very odd sequence of events and way things came out.
Right.
I don't know what to think.
I'm at
And
loss for words too.
I'm at a loss for words. You got it right there.
And listen, if I say I want 150 people on here, that is a fun way of saying and engaging with y'all. Let's step it up. But when I say I want 150 people, again, I gain nothing. Zero. See the super chat? You don't see it. You see AdSense? You get commercials? You don't see it. When I say that, I'm joking. I'm playing the game. I'm saying, hey, let's get 150. It's me engaging with y'all lightheartedly.
Absolutely.
We all know the goddamn truth. I'm not discrediting or defining who Rosie or how she runs her channel, but I will defend myself and how I run mine.
As you should.
If I have 300 people, 200 people, you see, when other people take the hit from the trolls, they don't mind. They don't give a fuck. Give them a voice because they're getting paid for that troll to be there.
Right.
But when I tell y'all, I really don't mind if a troll's here, it's because of the core nature of who I am. I believe give them their voice because I really don't give a fuck. And we all know it.
Yeah.
We all know it. I have been the hardest supporter, and I still will be a diehard supporter for Rosie when I believe she's right. And when she's dead ass wrong, I'll either be quiet, which I've been, or if I'm pushed on a particular situation like Greg's wrench, I'm going to speak my motherfucking mind. And every motherfucking OG from Boyd absolutely agrees with me. How can you not? When you look at the totality of the situation, which she preaches, not me, she preaches that. Removing Greg's winch was dead ass fucking wrong. Period. Not by the terms of engagement I set, by the terms of engagement she said. And notice I said she because she love her and I don't fucking misgender her. I don't disrespect her like other people. So even when I disagree with her, I'm still going to give her that basic human nature respect that I believe she deserves and has earned. Unlike other people who have given a platform on her channel when Greg wrench is removed. So yeah, I feel strongly about it. I'm not angry, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I ain't even been on here in 3 or 4 days. And I won't be on here another 3 or 4 days. But if I'm asked my goddamn opinion, I'm going to speak it. And I speak it out of love and honesty and integrity. And I can say that because I've abided by the rules of the boy to say, if you don't take a goddamn penny and don't ask for a penny, we're going to take your word a little more serious than you do if you're monetized. And that is exactly why I come to the people and say, I followed your rules, done what y'all said to do to earn some kind of credibility. And now I expect the people to stand up and say, when Cooper says something, he's saying it because it's from his heart, not because he's going to earn a goddamn penny.
Well, and you know what, Cooper, you're absolutely right. But on the other hand, I'll say it's Rosie's right to absolutely change the rules of engagement on her channel on her terms.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
My only complaint is a person of 5 years who did that for you and took the bullet and took the hit just to kind of do the dirty work that maybe she didn't want to do. Didn't even get a fucking email saying, hey, listen, this is how I feel or this is what I want to do. If you don't consider that a friendship for 5 years, what do you?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, here's my point. And I'm not really throwing Brandon. Honestly, me and you are cool, Brandon. I'm just using you as an example. Hondo, I love you. Good to see you. In my perspective, me, just me, no one else. I am told, don't be a snowflake. This is the Wild West. If Brandon said he wishes you were at Pulse and one of the faggots killed while the mass killing, the largest fucking killing until Las Vegas happened, He wishes I was there. If I'm to tolerate that, fine. I'm cool with that. And Brandon, it's really not about you. I'm using it as an example. I'm cool with that. But then that has to apply then to Greg, especially a person who's been a fucking. Y'all have no idea. I have listened to Greg for years now. The shit and the hate he has got by supporting and moderating for Rosie has been unbelievable. And Greg took it like a champ. And he wasn't even given the respect to remove his wrench privately. I will never budge on this situation. In regards to Greg and his wrench, she was so fucking dead ass wrong. She lost major integrity points with me personally as a friend. A person who has met her, a person who knows her, a person who has legitimately loved her, a person that I feel we formed a relationship. But in this particular situation, dead ass wrong. And like Hooker said, even if you did it in the next day or two, you come back and say, you know what, I was in my feelings. I was in my feelings. And for 11 or 12 days, all I can say is this: I would not do that to any of you. I wouldn't do it to you.
And ditto on that.
Same here.
I don't know. I wish there was. I really would hope Greg, when I asked him the question, is there more to this than in the private, that he would have said yes, there is more. There is an elaborate story, or he would have lied to me in public and in the back channel. Said, you know what, Josh? Yeah, there's more to it. We're really not fighting. I knew ahead of time.
You
But
see,
Greg
on
did.
the terms of Boyd, when it comes to honesty and integrity, I feel I already win. Because no matter what she or Elvis or anyone says, this is how I approach it. I'm not making a penny. Not a penny. Not one penny. So if you want to take it there, I'm not discounting any person's honesty, but if it's a gray area, bitch, I'm not making a penny. Nothing.
And
Now,
I'm
if
not
the
going
boy
to
was
judge
cool
anybody.
about, hey, Coop, you get 2,000 to 3,000 views per chat, which I do, by the way. And they're like, Coop, we're cool, monetize. Then I would do that. But the Boyd has proven to me time and time again, like, look, monetizing throws us off. It throws us off our game. We kind of start to suspect maybe you're not. I wanted to have credence. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I win out of the fucking gate, regardless of view count, regardless of who watches what. And to me, it's not even about winning or losing. It's about having, and you know, Stellar, he's old as hell and annoying as hell and he puts me to sleep. But Stellar is right. How do we separate our real lives from YouTube lives? Either you're a fucking real bitch or you're not. That's how I live my life. Either you really or not.
Well, I don't question you, Cooper. And I know the only reason I say that is because I've known you for a while. Actions speak louder than words.
Hello.
Hey now.
And the last thing I want is ever, I have avoided this like the plague. The last thing I ever want is to make this about me and Rosie. As a matter of fact, I won't even engage that because I won't even be back on YouTube for like 3 or 4 days because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm keeping my commitment to the community to say I'm going to stay loyal to the OG Boyd, which I have done. I'm going to show up on Saturdays at 10 o'clock, regardless of what's going on in my life. And I'm going to try to have the best time I can with people. And I have been consistent and honest with that commitment I made to the Boyds almost 11 months ago. The trolls come out here, they attack me, they dox me. What's my benefit? You know, I probably wouldn't mind getting doxxed so bad or having my family and my life fucked with if I made $100, $300, $1,200 a month, but I don't. I have abided by the rules of Boyd to show authenticity and realness. I followed the rules that were set for me when I first entered this community. And if it's not good enough, then fuck it. It ain't good enough. But I have done what I was told to do if you want to earn the respect and be legit on the boys. I haven't followed those rules impeccably.
Brother Wilbur, I think to kind of recap in one sentence is what this is all about is
Thank you, Oda.
Greg's wrench was taken, and we don't know why. Rosie says that she gives a reason, and I believe her that she believes that, but
Day, that's I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. Uh, you say Rosie discussed over and over with Greg about how he was monitoring her chat.
Hey,
Okay,
Michelle.
then why didn't she talk to him in private about removing it? She did it in
see, there you go,
anger.
Lindy.
She
You
did it
got
in
it.
anger. That's obvious because he called her out and she took the wrench right then. And I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say to Rosie. Um, if that was truly the point, L Day, that, it was over how he was monitoring her chat, it would have been done in private, not in public.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think
Greg.
this completely would have been avoided with 2 sentences in a private email or a text or something. And given that you consider how long Greg has been there doing what he's doing, wouldn't you think that would be at least the smallest amount of courtesy you could give to somebody?
Well, I think, like I said, if it had just been a conversation, like I said, come to him the next day and say, look, I didn't appreciate when you did that. It just happened. I'm just dealing with it, and you're going to tell me I was fake as fuck, blah, blah, blah. Talk it out. Because there is a long-standing friendship. That's the part that bothers me personally, is that there's a long-standing friendship there. You should be able to go to your friend and say, you know what you did was really shitty. I don't like it. Don't let it happen again. Or whatever type of conversation there's going to be, or for him to be able to voice his opinion
Hey,
because
Patch.
they are friends,
And, for a lot of you that think that, maybe we're all just being judgmental, especially for Cooper and Greg and Ellie, this hasn't been any easy thing. It's been something that's weighed on their hearts and something that they've truly had to think about. It's not just, oh, we're mad at Rosie, whatever. It's not that at all.
Agreed.
Everything I have ever done or said in regards to Rosie, Greg, Ellie, Awesome Hooker, Joshie Bingham, Lindy Zoloft, everything I've ever said or done, believe it or not, but go back and watch almost 3 years, honestly, has really been out of love, has been what even though I could be dead ass wrong, the heart intention. Like Rosie talks about the wake, she says she doesn't feel she's wrong because her heart was in the right place. I can say that 100% for the last 3 years of my behavior and attitude on YouTube because it's who I am as a person. And Greg and Ellie and people who legitimately love and support. I understand people want to take their channel in a different direction. I get that. And I support that. And I will continue to support that. But this entire conversation to me is about Greg's removal of his wrench and how humiliating, how belittling when 200 people are watching. Even though Greg, according to the chat host, and I agree with Rosie, was out of line to say what he said, that should have also been handled privately.
And L Day
make such a backlash of 4 years. Hurtful, wrong, dead ass wrong. And I would have hoped that a couple days that I would have saw Greg back in. I would have hoped that I was seeing Greg back in blue to say, "Hey, we disagree on this subject. You said something that I didn't appreciate. It was hurtful."
And L Day, you're wrong.
You
this is real life to a lot of people. Cooper talked to Rosie frequently. They've met in person. I mean, just because you don't consider this real life and just YouTube doesn't mean we all feel that way. The people that I love and care about here, I love and care about just as much as I do my in real life friends. just
Well, what's the
because you
difference on
don't.
talking on here and talking on the telephone?
Exactly.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
As a matter of fact, I argue that this is realer than real life because if we're talking to each other, it's 100% because we want to, because there's nothing forcing us to do so. We're not each other's neighbors. We're not each other's co-workers. There's absolutely nothing that drives or forces us to engage with each other other than the fact that we want to.
Yeah, and we spend more time with each other a lot of weeks than we do anybody else. So, I mean,
And
while it's your opinion, L Day, that this isn't real life to you, that doesn't mean it's not to others.
all right. And I'm here, guys. By the way, thanks for taking up for me, but I can take up for myself. L Dave, suck my dick.
Oh.
No, you can't, Greg. You little wussy.
I know. I'm a little wussy. L Dave, what is your problem with me? Yes.
The problem with everybody.
I've modded for Rosie for 4 years. Do we always agree? No. Are we always going to agree? No. Did she take my wrench? Yes. Get over it. It's life. What the fuck?
You know what I'm
is your
hoping?
problem?
And I'm getting a lot of text messages and private emails, and I won't judge till I go back and watch it. But what I'm hoping Rosie does in this particular situation, what I would do, but what I'm hoping Rosie does is say, you know what? Hey, Cooper's got his channel. He's expressing his opinion. I love him as a friend. My friends are entitled to an opinion. We'll see how this plays out. But I would hope that's what is happening. I have a feeling, though, for some reason, because I'm not completely agreeing.
That's
and
not the way it played
completely
out on her
co-signing,
channel tonight.
You know?
Just saying, Cooper, it's not the way it played out on her channel tonight. When she went live, it's not the way you want it to play out.
Well, I won't watch it because I never go back and watch history. But I will say this, is that there's something that no matter the worst troll or the best troll or any of us can deny, is that Cooper loves Rosie.
Yep.
I love Rosie.
Can we all agree to that? Everyone knows. No. As a matter of fact, the most heat I've ever taken, ever. Rosie never asked me to do it. I'm just telling you, I've done it. Is by standing and loving Rosie, defending what I felt best for her. And I make no apologies to that. And I'll continue to do that.
Yeah. Opie, I don't give a damn, Opie. I don't give a damn if you don't trust me. I don't give a damn. Obiami, whatever the fuck that name is. I don't give a damn.
Gummy's good people. Gummy just has an opinion.
I get that.
Yeah, but Gummy's good people. I like Gummy.
I don't care if she trusts me, he, she, it, whatever.
Right, Metro. And Metro, Metro, you of all people know. I do. You know?
All right, here's the thing. People that have been friends with Rosie for years know that she's going to go off on a fucking tangent every once in a while. We're not going to be able to support that. She knows it. We're always going to be here for her when she comes back down to earth.
Right, Ash. I agree.
We all love Rosie. I don't have to agree with Rosie all the time. I don't. Look at your own families. Do you actually agree with everything that your family members do? No, you don't, but you still love them, right? Let's get real, people. Let's get fucking real. You got to let people go out and fall down on their face every once in a while. And, you know, if they prove you wrong, and they do great, support them in that, you know. But
I'm going to be 100% honest from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that Rosie goes out there and kills it. If the CS Network is what she's about, I hope she goes out there and she kills it. I hope she represents, and I'm going to be one of her biggest cheerleaders.
I do too. I really do.
That being said,
and Rubber Wilbur Brandon,
if you call me a friend, ask Greg, ask Ellie, ask Joshy, because they can tell you, and ask Awesome. I'm going to speak my goddamn mind.
Oh yeah.
And I can tell you for a
Regardless,
fact,
fucking
Cooper,
regardless, I'm gonna speak, and I'm gonna end it with, "But bitch, you know I love you."
and Cooper
And my
does love
actions.
Rosie.
A true
Oh,
friend
there's no
will.
doubt. That's what I said. Not even the biggest troll can deny. I
Hey,
love
Kipper.
Rosie. I mean, and I love all my friends. And you know what, Lindy? Just like you, me and you, we've got close. We've got really cool. And if I see you acting a fool, I'm gonna
I
come to you and say,
hope you
"Bitch, you know
tell
I
me.
love you, right?"
I
And you're gonna
hope
say,
you
"Yeah,
tell
cool."
me.
And I'm gonna say, "Look, what I'm about to say, when we get past what I'm about to say, understand this. I'm still going to show up and help you bury that body in your backyard, bitch. Like, I'm
Yeah.
Exactly.
still going to bring a shovel and help you bury. But because I love you and because this is on my spirit, I need to tell you for my own conscience what I'm feeling. That's how I live my life.
Yeah,
That
and I
has
would want you
nothing to do with love and or loyalty for how I feel about you. As a matter of fact, it exemplifies the fact that I care enough to be in my thoughts and my feelings and then embrace that anxiety that a person has to say, "Oh, I don't really want to rock the boat." That should show a person willing to rock the boat is a person who genuinely has overrode those natural thoughts in their mind of don't rock in the boat, that they care about you. Period.
Yep.
A true friend will help you hide the body, and they will be cussing you out the whole fucking time. Why the
Hey,
fuck
Don.
did you kill this person? Why the fuck did you kill this person? Yeah, let's go hide the body.
Why did we have to
Yeah.
come all the way over here to bury the damn thing when we
Yeah.
could have buried it over there?
A true friend is always going to tell you when they think you're fucking up. It's up to you to listen to them,
Hey,
but
now,
a
baby, I
true
love you.
friend will be right there beside you when the cops show up, when
Amen.
all the shit goes down. Yeah, a true friend's not going to run and leave you standing there by yourself.
Nope.
I haven't left Rosie's. She took my wrench. I'm still over there. I'm still talking.
Still on her panel last night.
Yep.
Michelle had a good point, but I want to counter that. She says, I think Rosie's feelings are hurt. I think everybody in this equation feelings are hurt to a degree, disappointment, whatever. I think that there's a lot of that, and sadly, it goes back to Dave and Becca. And I will always say this is exactly what they wanted.
I agree,
Absolutely.
Lindy. I absolutely agree, Lindy. I do. It's all about Dave and Becca. It is.
Mhm.
That's the turning point. That's where shit started to go south.
And I still say, ever since they came into this community, there's been something evil that's just in the air that it's just hanging there ever
got
since
it.
they came in.
I got an email from somebody today. I can't remember who, that said, "Why won't you meet Dave and Becca, Greg?" I'm like, because I don't want to meet them.
Exactly.
I don't want them to interact with my family. I don't want to break bread with them. I don't want to meet them in person. I think they're horrible people. I've always said this. Why the fuck would I meet
Mm-mm.
them? Why the fuck would I meet them?
They have no redeeming qualities.
And
There
then-
would be no need.
Yeah.
I do want to clear something up. And if there was ever a video that was recorded on what I'm about to say, it won't happen because I'm being honest and real, and people aren't going to like parody this. But I do want to clarify something.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the situation is boiled down to like Cooper's face, Ellie's face, Greg's face, a couple people's face as the friends. When we talk about the friends, we pop in people's mind, but really we are representative, not purposely, but just by default, of hundreds of people.
Hundreds. Yeah.
Now I'll say this, and this is a fact, and I want to be clear about this. Myself, Greg, Ellie, spoke. This is breaking news. We spoke about that we were concerned. We do not know Dave and Becca. Okay, maybe my feelings have changed on them, whatever. I've really totally disconnected, but I'm telling you at the moment exactly what it was. No one in our circle, never, I challenge Rosie, anyone to post anything. I'm giving permission. I'm giving public permission to post all text messages publicly. I'm giving permission to post all emails publicly. Never was it, if you meet them, we're done with you. You choose between us and them. That was, now I'm not saying that didn't happen, but what I'm saying is it did not happen with me, Greg, and Ellie. What did happen was this. The community, and the thumbs prove that we're right. The thumbs ups and down. The community is feeling a kind of way. They're feeling kind of twisted about shit. Please, we love you. Just be careful about your decision. Think thoroughly through this decision. Hey, side chat. And it really was absolutely that. It was friends. Look, simply saying, we love you. These people have horrible reputations. We don't know if that's true or not. We can only base it off of their behavior. We've never met them.
Nobody
we never
wanted
said
her in a
choose
serious
between them or us. We've never said choose between them or us. It most definitely, good night, Rover. It most definitely was, we love you. We're concerned about you. Maybe you don't want them on your property. It was 100% what y'all think a friend would do. A loved one would do. Savannah, Jenny, Lynn, it's like, hey, I love you, bitch. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just telling you my feelings on this situation. It was, again, I speak for me, Ellie and Greg. I'm sure she got a lot of other people that said it's either me or them. That was never the case. And so to the point, I'm giving public permission to say if I ever in any way insinuated it's them or me, I'm giving 100% permission to Rosie, Missy Jim, me, anyone involved.
Well,
I'm giving open permission publicly with 150 people watching. Post it publicly and hold me personally accountable. Because I can honestly tell you, that was never the case. Girl, I was like, look, bitch, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? Because, you know, they've been let off the chain. Now, I was under a false narrative about some things that Dave and Becca did. And I have apologized for that. I said, okay, maybe Dave and Becca did not do all that I was told they did. And I was hyper offensive. That being said, I still said, you sure you want to do this? Coop, I feel it's the right thing to do. Love you, girl. That was it. Yeah. There is not this huge, gigantic war between the inner circle of friends.
Yeah, there's no war between us.
Y'all. That is y'all. That is y'all. There is not this disagreement between this close group of friends that's split up.
There's no big disagreement between us close friends, and Cooper's absolutely right. What I will say is what I said to Rosie. I don't agree with what you're doing right now. I will not mod for you if certain people are on your panel. I did not say I would not mod for her. I said I would not mod for her on certain nights when certain people were on the panel, and I stand behind that.
Lynn, I can't answer that question. But in 6 months' time, we took our friend. No, I can't answer that. Because I think a friend sticks closer than a brother. But what I can say in 6 months, I may not call her a friend, but most definitely 6 months from now, when it's June of 2019, will I still love Rosie and care about her and want the best for her? Absolutely.
Of fucking course, yeah.
And I'll tell you this, I most definitely hope I can still classify her as a friend. But I just feel there's this running narrative. This is why I want to finally just speak on this, because I actually have been the most quiet motherfucker about this. There is not this internal war that's it's Dave and Becca or us. That never fucking happened. Again,
it never happened.
I'm giving public permission to post anything.
Post anything that you've seen me type, say, post anything. Go for it. Go for it.
Basically, it's what you motherfuckers on the side chat would do for me. Gummy, Janie, all y'all motherfuckers. If there was someone that was off the fucking chain, y'all motherfuckers know that you'd be messaging me or texting me and be like, Coop, love you, bitch, but that's it. There was for me, there was anything more. Ever. Nothing. I'm glad she met him. I'm glad she put them in a different light. To be dead honest, I'm probably gonna have to like jump off a bridge after this. But her meeting them and me chilling the fuck out and watching them for the last month, I've slacked down with them a little bit. Not that I like them, not that I'm cool with them, not that I'm gonna hang out with them. And if I wanted to, I would tell y'all. But it did give me an insight to see they are also people. While maybe shitty ass fucking horrible people, they are I'm no better. I'm flawed just like they are. And it did give me insight to really start to look more into who they are. I didn't realize that Dave was so sick and disabled. I didn't realize like Becca walked with a limp. I didn't. And honestly, that is why I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about them no more and fuck with them because like I did not realize what was up. And I get that, Bookie, but I'm just saying Rosie's behavior, like, or her meeting them, it was never like, bitch, it's me or them. I was like worried about these people based on their behavior with me and Lindy and Kat. And I was just being a friend and saying, like, look, think twice. But by her meeting them, I also have viewed them not in a better light, but a more open-minded light. Notice I'm not over there. We're not cool. We're not friends. I say all that to say, like, it was never about sides. It was never about judgment. It was never us or them. It was just friends loving and caring about another human being that had an established relationship, not of like 6 months, but of like years.
All right, let's look at this at like real life. You have a friend that's doing something that you know is going to fuck up their life. Are you going to be quiet about it? Or are you just going to get right in their fucking face? If you're a good friend, you're going to get right in their fucking face. And you're still going to be friends after that. I don't want a friend that wouldn't tell me I'm about to step off a cliff.
I mean, y'all got deep love for people. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you. When I love a bitch hard. Love them. Love them. And all my friends will even tell you, I'm not even like that opinionated bitch. I'm not even the motherfucker that calls you and gets up in your shit. I'm not even that person. I'm actually the person that I'm not really sure what to say. I kind of get quiet like I've been. And I've had literally hundreds of messages asking me about my feelings on things. And I've been quiet. And I'm consistently saying, when a person is put on the defensive, as I believe Rosie was, out of love, out of good reason, Rosie very much felt like her friends were turning on her. Like, look, I'm just trying to meet these people. I don't know them the way y'all do. Like, that's what it is. I felt like Rosie very much, and still probably feels very much alienated. And from a friend's point of view, they're like, "Nah, we're not trying to alienate you. We're not trying to alienate you. We're loving on you, bitch. We're looking out for you because you want a boss." And it really became a unhealthy conundrum, and it's continued on for last month. But I'll say this: me, Greg, Elliot, no one on this side's been talking about it at all. Go back, look over the last month. None of us are saying, "Why did you do this? Why did you do that?" That is not this group of people. And again, when I say this group of people, unfortunately, we happen to be the face that represents hundreds of you. We did not ask for that. I did not ask for
that. Right on. Yep.
But understand this, like Rosie said a while back, and I do agree. Family have disagreements. Me and Rosie talk frequently.
Damn, Hondo. Shit. Hi, Hondo. How you doing, bro?
We got to get back to honestly just loving.
And hello, Carl.
We got to get back to like honestly just loving and supporting at the court. However, how you define love and friendship, that is where we tend to be differing on. Is that some of us actually define friendship as we're going to say things to you that maybe you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And the other side is, if you're my friend, you blindly just support me. and there is a conundrum, but that has nothing to do with love.
I have a
That has
hard
nothing to do
time.
with love at all.
I have a really hard time supporting a friend when I know what they're going to do is going to hurt them. I have a really bad problem with that. I can't. I just can't.
LJ, you're absolutely probably right. As she grows, life, nothing stays the same. For me, I've had the same friends for 30 years. To me, the one consistent in life is friendship. Everything else changes, but my friendship and relationships. And probably everyone on the panel now can tell you, I love them. I care about them. I call, ask them how they're doing. Not everyone. This is not about Rosie. I'm just saying, not everyone defines friendship in the same light. But I want to say, no matter what anyone's saying, I just want to reiterate this, and I'm going to be quiet about it. No matter what anyone's saying, the one thing that no one has said is, I just hate you and I don't love you anymore. We all know, we all have families, we all have all kind of bullshit. Like when people care and love each other, that's when the shit gets the most heated. Of course, I'm always going to love Rosie. Like, how do you quit loving a person? And my love was never based on Beck or LCD, ever. It was, my love was not based on LCD and Beck in the beginning or anyone else or others. My love was not based when she met him. And my love will surpass whatever happens there. Love is a personal thing. And to say you just quit loving a person, it to me is very unauthentic and very insincere.
Yeah, you can't just stop loving somebody that you love. I mean, I love Rosie. We don't always agree. We're not always going to agree. She's going to get mad at me. I'm going to get mad at her. Doesn't change the fact that I love her. I'm always going to be her friend. I'm always going to be there. But I'm going to call bullshit when I see bullshit. That's what friendship is. Seriously, if you have a friend
really
that doesn't call bullshit on
friendship.
you, yeah, if you have a friend that doesn't call bullshit on you,
exactly,
they're not your friend. They're using you. If a friend doesn't call bullshit on you when you're doing bullshit, they're not your friend. They're using you.
I agree.
Tell me I'm wrong, somebody.
No, it's
hey,
true.
you know what? Most of us, we all got that motherfucking pedophile great uncle. We all got that motherfucker that serves in prison time, the goddamn felon, and yet they're still your goddamn uncle. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying, when you love a person, you just cannot. For me, I'm speaking only me. I do not represent anyone. For me, like how do you just stop loving a person when you have a connection? And there's these waves that are bad and good, but at the end of the day, how do you change the way your heart feels? If y'all know the answer to that, please let me know, because that would have made many of my relationships in the past and in the future much easier. How do you turn off your heart and stop loving a person regardless of their behavior? We're not the worst of what we've done, and we're not the best of what we've done. We're somewhere in the middle. We're somewhere in the middle. And how do you quit loving a person based on any particular one decision a person makes, or 100 decisions a person makes? How do you turn your heart off? I have not found a way to do that, nor do I have the desire to do so. That being said, I'll still tell a bitch about her ass.
As you should.
But that has nothing to do with, in my mind and heart, the definition of how I define love to me.
I just personally feel it's like this. If you care about somebody, you truly care about them, you are honest with them, even if it hurts.
Even if they don't like what you want to hear. Or,
exactly. And it's happened to me many times where I've been honest with somebody and they've taken it to heart, and they've either come back and say, thank you, I appreciate you being honest with me, or they get so mad they never speak to me again. But that's on them. The ball's in their court. I don't feel like you should ever hold back with a real friend, because if they know your heart, they know that your criticism comes from the same place that your compliments and your love does. And that's just my own opinion. So.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And as far
Hey,
as me, I don't have a problem with Rosie at all. I just, and for me, it was never about me being mad or upset that she met with Dave and Becca. There was a level of disappointment, but it doesn't change the fact that, I'm allowed to have my opinions. I don't think I should have to fall in line with anybody. If I have my opinions, they're mine. I don't expect other people to do as I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. And I think anybody who has had any length of friendship down here, because I've said this before, a year is in the YouTube is not the same as a chronological year. It's like dog years, okay? So when you've been friends with somebody on YouTube for 3 years, fuck, that's like a decade or more. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of time. That's a lot of hours clocked. And there's more to people than if you have an issue. There's a defining line. Is it with the channel or is it with the person behind the channel? And those are two different people. I can be upset with the content creator, but still love the person who creates the content, if that makes sense to anybody. Sorry.
No, that makes perfect sense to me.
I just think too many people are focusing in the wrong area, as if you guys are mad when I don't see you guys as being mad. You guys are friends. I haven't seen anything different, except you choose not to be around when certain people are there, as same as I do. I don't want to be there when Bergs is on panel. He irritates me. Just being honest. Sorry.
Bergs would irritate water.
Amen.
I don't know. It's kind of weird with Bergs with me. When he's sober, he's kind of okay.
Right.
But he doesn't stay sober for more than 30 minutes.
True.
Now, I'm not saying anything about him drinking. I drink.
No, you never have.
But I don't get that goddamn belligerent when I drink.
Love you,
It's like
Spammer.
it's like flipping a switch with that guy.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, Kip. Well, listen, guys, I'm actually going to shut this down. We've been going for 6 hours. I got booted off, or somehow I got kicked off, and I don't know what happened. But I most definitely, my whole reason to come on here was not to talk about anyone or any particular subject, but not to end it abruptly the way it happened. And to tell you guys, I love you guys. Appreciate y'all coming over and having fun with us, expressing your opinions, ideas. And I love that. I love hearing other people's opinions. As nasty and as contradicting as they may be to my feelings,
right.
I actually really genuinely appreciate them. The nastiest of the motherfuckers. I listen to what you say.
I think
I think tonight this is good to see you.
I think tonight's chat was really, really a good one. Things got said that needed to get said.
Well, some things got said. But I just will encourage everyone. Remember, we're talking about a specific situation for me, but I do appreciate you guys. You know what? We got a little on the Rosie conversation for the last hour or so, but we had a fun, diverse chat, and I appreciate you guys. You know what? I made a commitment, and guess what? I'll be back next Saturday. Y'all might not see my motherfucking gay ass until next Saturday, but I will be back next Saturday at 10 p.m. Believe that.
Right on.
All right.
Love you, bro.
All right, guys. Side chat, Greg, awesome. Ellie, everyone that came on earlier, Lindy, Nicole, Phil, everyone. I appreciate you guys coming on. And I love you guys. I care about you guys. And I appreciate your feedback. So have a wonderful week. I'll probably touch base throughout the week, but if not, I will see you guys next Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Night, guys. Love you.
Night, y'all.
Night.